owning a car used to mean freedom. You bought it, you maintained it, and that was it. But the direction we're heading toward is clear. Cars are becoming more like services. And by 2030, for many people, ownership may no longer be the smartest default choice. This isn't a prediction that car ownership will disappear. It won't. Smartest default choice. This isn't a prediction that car ownership will disappear. It won't. But the economics and the experience of owning a modern car are changing fast, and that can make use instead of own more attractive for a growing number of drivers. First, cars are turning into subscription platforms. Many features are now software-enabled. Remote functions, navigation upgrades, driver assistance options, lighting behavior, performance modes. In some cases, the hardware is already inside the car, but the feature is locked behind software. That creates a new reality. You may not only pay for the car, you may keep paying to access parts of it. Second, ownership risk increases when repairability becomes more software dependent. Modern cars are full of sensors, cameras, radar units, complex headlights, and control modules that talk to each other. Repairs don't always mean replacing a simple part. They can mean replacing a full module, then coding, pairing, and calibration. That adds time, tool requirements, and cost. If your car feels like a computer on wheels, ownership becomes more like owning a complex tech product, and we all know what repairs can cost in tech. Third, depreciation becomes harder to predict. With faster technology cycles, changing standards, and software-defined features, resale value can shift quickly. This is especially true when buyers worry about long-term repair costs, software support, battery health in EVs, and the availability of independent repairs. Depreciation is already the biggest cost for many car owners, and uncertainty makes it worse. Fourth, accident costs are rising. Even small bumps can involve expensive sensors and calibration. That affects insurance premiums and total ownership cost. You can drive perfectly and still pay the price if repair costs rise across the market. Fifth, in many urban areas, the overall ownership friction is increasing. Parking costs, congestion, limited space, and changing mobility options make it easier to justify alternatives. If you drive less than you think, paying for usage instead of ownership can become the rational choice. So what does this lead to? Not the end of ownership, but a shift. More people will treat cars like they treat phones. Finance it, lease it, subscribe to features, replace it more often, or skip ownership entirely if they don't need it daily. But here's the other side. Ownership still wins in many real-world cases. If you live in a rural area, if you drive high mileage, if you need utility, towing, or reliability on demand, owning a car is still the best solution. And if you keep a car long-term, 6 to 10 years, ownership can be far cheaper than constantly paying for new monthly contracts. So here's the simple decision rule. Ask yourself 3 questions. Where do you live? City or rural? How often do you drive? Daily or occasional? And do you keep cars long-term or change every few years? If you drive a lot and keep your cars, ownership still makes sense. If you drive less, live in a city, and value predictability over long-term cost, use instead of own may become the smarter option by 2030. Car ownership won't die, but the default choice might change. This was Real Car Facts. Facts over hype.